Twitter is growing its presence phenomenally in the Middle East. We're here to find out how it's doing that and what it has planned. My name is Shayan Shakil. I'm joined by Benjamin Ampen, Managing Director of Middle East and North Africa at Twitter. You're watching Inside AP. Benjamin, can you tell us about what Twitter is doing in the Middle East lately? We've just heard about this new live show that you're set to broadcast during Ramadan.
Yes, this is a super exciting project we're doing in collaboration with Yellowfeed. And Yellowfeed is supported by Propagate, a Hollywood-based production company. So the team at Yellowfeed is working with us to bring a live show exclusively happening on Twitter during Ramadan. In this show, you will basically be able to hear about what's trending during Ramadan, all the conversation happening on the platform, also social commentary by our two presenters, two twins from the UAE. So that should be pretty exciting. It's going to be airing twice a week, a bit past 12, I believe, every night. So perfect timing, after your iftar or your suhoor. And the show is going to be called Hawa Nazain. So
Right.
It should be a good time.
Right, excited, looking forward to that. Twitter has tended to be a platform where, for at least as journalists, where news broke and is used mostly as a news source. But is this video, are these new video capabilities a new direction for you?
It's not a new direction. Video has been around on the platform now for more than 2 years. And even when you have a look at our last results, video has been, for the past 2 quarters already, the highest contributor of our revenue products. So it's not a trend, an emerging trend, it's a reality. And it's also something from a user perspective that we see happening. Last year in the region, we have been live streaming the Arab Football Championship games. So it means that if you are interested in football, you could just come to Twitter and just see your team playing. Or more recently, New Year's Eve, we worked with Emaar to broadcast the laser show on the Burj Khalifa. So breaking news is one of the reasons why you come to Twitter, but at the end of the day, Twitter is what's happening in the world. So it can be related to sport, it can be related to fashion or Ramadan. You would come to Twitter to check, the content that matters to you.
Right. Now, you have been experiencing quite a lot of growth in the Middle East. Can you just tell us about how that is working in Saudi Arabia? Twitter was quite in vogue when the driving ban being lifted, the announcement broke out. Can you just tell us, along with these new video capabilities, Saudi Arabia Twitter must be getting a lot of traction in Saudi Arabia.
Yes, Saudi is one of our top 10 global markets in the world. And in the region, this is obviously one of the countries that is helping us reach this fast growth in terms of users, in terms of revenue. So you talked about the announcement of ban that was going to be lifted. We saw 1.5 million of tweets, only during the first 24 hours, of this announcement. And that was on the day. But after that, until recently, and I have a funny story about that, we've seen this conversation constantly happening on the platform. So basically, I'm telling you about this funny story because I'm traveling to Riyadh on Sunday for a couple of meetings. I'm going to be talking about that. And I was checking Twitter the other day, and I saw a Saudi journalist, that saw a young man in a restaurant, a famous restaurant in Riyadh, that was wearing a bomber's jacket with the date in English, the date of the ban in June, when the ban, is going to be effective, and also in the Islamic calendar. And all of this has been, talked about on Twitter, and the journalist used Twitter to find out who it was, and it happened to be a young designer. So you see, that was a conversation that started from an announcement from the government to a journalist trying to see a young designer that is using this historical date, in his fashion. So all of these conversations happen on Twitter on different topics.
Wow, very exciting. That must be very exciting for you, and it's great to hear. Twitter is growing really phenomenally in the region. I mean, you were recently promoted to managing director of the organization. Can you tell us about the organization itself, how it's growing its reach in the Middle East, and what we can look forward to?
Yes, I think the team has been really focused in the past 2.5 years to deliver, a part of the great results that Twitter has been seeing in the past quarters. And now, when we think about the operations we have in the region, you basically have a fully fledged office, from a marketing team to research to content partnership to sales to public policy and government relation. Twitter is equipping its Middle East operations so that we can service our partners, our clients, and our users the best way we can. And the team has been growing. We've just expanded to a new, bigger office, and we should grow the team as well in the near future. So exciting plans, but exciting plans for an exciting region.
Very, very interesting. Thank you very much, Benjamin, for speaking with us. You've been watching Inside AB. Remember to subscribe and comment below and follow us on Twitter, and tune in tomorrow for the next edition. Thank you for watching.